at the Super Bowl, Deebo Samuel made an appearance. Now, I feel like a lot of Niners players have been making appearances at Radio Row. Deebo did it in the past. Players like getting a little screen time, base time, and promoting themselves. It's fine. Whatever.
Kittle's there right now, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think Fred Warner too. I don't know. So Deebo showed up, but it wasn't enough to show up.
Out of shape.
He had to show up and support his friend, A.J. Brown. But it wasn't enough to support his friend, A.J. Brown. He could have had like a little name tag saying, I like A.J. Brown. He's my friend. No. He wore a Kelly Green Eagles jersey with A.J. Brown on it. As if he didn't know that would cause a spectacle. What'd you think?
And not only did he show up in a Kelly Green Eagles jersey with A.J. Brown on it, he showed up with a Kelly Green Eagles jersey looking like Trent Williams.
Yeah, that's the thing. When you click on the tweet of the picture, you think most of the comments are going to be about the jersey. But the fact is most of the comments, most of them are about what's underneath the jersey, unfortunately.
Dude.
So not a great look all around. My question is, though, Deebo, I don't know if he's just the smartest guy, but he's definitely not stupid. And I think he knew what the reaction would be for him wearing an Eagles jersey. Do you think that this indicates that he expects to not play for the 49ers next season? Do you think he has played his last game with the Niners?
This is a conspiracy of mine, but hear me out. Deebo hears at the Senior Bowl, the Niners are talking about T. Higgins a lot. Everyone, that was the big surprise out of the Senior Bowl that was making headlines. Was wait, why are the Niners talking about T. Higgins so much? Why are the Niners talking about being big players for T. Higgins? And now Deebo's at an Eagles game with an Eagles jersey on, looking like, he just ate all of New Orleans. So
New Orleans is tasty.
Yeah, they have good food. But all I'm saying is, I don't know, man. Maybe he is pissed, which I would be. I mean, they just restructured his deal, which a lot of people thought, oh, yeah, so Deebo's staying. But then you hear at the Senior Bowl, hey, they want this really expensive receiver. They're not letting go of BA. So.
But if you wanted to get traded, instead of going to the Super Bowl wearing another team's jersey when you're out of shape, which is it's fine. It's February. You don't have to be in shape for another 6, 7, 8 months, whatever. But if you want to get traded coming off the season you're coming off, wouldn't it be better to go to some high school field and run around for an hour and take pictures and put it on Instagram and say the grind doesn't stop? Something like that. It's easy, right? I mean, that's what I would do.
Yeah, but Deebo's the one that announced his trade request by being at a club with bottle service that said trade.
Did he announce his trade request yesterday with that? To me, I don't think he's playing on this team. To me, I feel like the Rams and the Niners are doing the same thing. I think this Cooper Kupp made it public. That wouldn't have been public if Cooper Kupp hadn't said it himself. Yeah. He tweeted, the Rams told me. The Niners could have said the same thing to Deebo, and Deebo might not want to make it a big thing. Who knows?
I think Deebo knows his stock is a little low. I don't think he can afford to make a huge dramatic spectacle. Especially again, if these rumors are true that the Niners are gonna push for T. Higgins, Deebo can't really afford to be drama, right? Because either A, for whatever reason, the Niners are gonna try and make it work with 4 receivers, I guess now, with T, Jawan, BA, and Deebo. Or, you kind of have to be on your best behavior to try and get a deal to a good team, right? Because I'm sure the Jaguars would take you, but do you want to go to the Jaguars?
Oh, my goodness. Tinfoil hat theory. It just came to me. Okay. Deebo could get in shape, work really hard, and then let the Niners trade him to a team of their choice. Or he could kind of not get out of shape for a couple of months, tank his trade value, get released, then get in shape and pick his own freaking team. How about that?
The Eagles.
Yeah, that's right. See, that's genius. Maybe we're totally underestimating Deebo.
Maybe he's hardening it, and
maybe he's hardening it.
Yeah, maybe he had the fat suit on or whatever they said harden that on.
Possible, man. It's possible.
Yeah, I mean, I could see Deebo being.
You saw the Nutty Professor. They have the technology. This can be done.
Like, yeah, I mean, I think he very well could be upset about that. And who knows? You know, Niners throw a lot
We
of
know
smoke.
Deebo. He's not sitting at home being like, man, I just didn't have a good year. Like, it's on me. I got to do better. Like, he's thinking, I didn't get the opportunities. They're blaming me. It's not fair. They like
Didn't have enough open
Jawan.
space. Yeah.
Yeah, like Kyle, like it's him, and I want to go somewhere else. That's the Deebo I know.
Yeah. In my opinion, it's just one of those things where it's like, what? Like, I don't know. It's weird. Like, and another thing I try to be careful of with the Niners is the Niners love throwing smoke screens. So T. Higgins could be a smoke screen. Like, yeah, we're looking at T. Meanwhile, they're trying to get like Max Crosby or Myles Garrett. Like, they're trying to I don't know.
Let's talk about T. Higgins for a second. I think the reason the Niners have to be in the T. Higgins discussions is because the Rams almost certainly will be, and the Rams might be the favorites to get him because you think they're just going to get rid of Cooper Kupp and not replace him? There's a plan there.
Sure. Yeah,
there's a plan there, and they're not paying Puka Nacua yet, so they technically could afford to pay a wide receiver big bucks for a few years.
Yeah, I think the Niners. Yeah, you kind of have to.
T. Higgins knows their system. The Bengals been running it, so he'd be a good fit for both teams.
Line looks really good.
Better than Ayuk.
Their receivers look like now they need one. So yeah, if you're the Niners, I mean, it's kind of what the Rams do to us. You just go in and try to take out their Achilles heel. It was the same when they grabbed Baker Mayfield over the Niners, so they couldn't grab him when we had those 3 injuries to quarterbacks.
True. Great point. And McCaffrey. Remember? Yeah. Jed York said that when he was available, Kyle Shanahan didn't want to trade for him. And Jed said, hey, man, if we don't, the Rams will. Are you cool with that? And that sort of changed the conversation. Mm-hmm. Same thing goes with T. If you don't trade for him or sign him, the Rams probably will.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I think the Bengals are definitely a strong suitor for him, but I think the Rams would be willing to.
Bengals are a cheap organization.
Yeah.
There's a reason they haven't signed him yet.
I think
they haven't signed Chase yet either.
I think the Rams would saddle up and they'd be like, okay, we'll give you 30. But I also think that's kind of the problem with the Niners is you'd have to go in fast because I think the Rams can pay more. They can afford more than we can for T. Higgins. We can't afford to give him well, if the Rams came in, we'll give you 35. Niners can't match that. So if you're the Niners, in my opinion, you have to move fast if you're going to move on T.
Who are the Rams committed to financially long-term on their team?
I don't think anyone right now, right?
I mean, how many more years is Stafford under contract? They're getting rid of Kupp. Puka hasn't gotten paid yet. Havenstein's older. They paid a couple guys in their offensive line, but not their running backs. Their defensive line's all young.
I mean, they're only Stafford.
They have a lot of flexibility, whereas the Niners have 8 or 9 guys who they're deeply indebted to.